Today, we're diving into a really cool ancient Eastern system for mapping time itself. It's a framework that people have used for centuries to understand the unique energy of any given day, and how that energy might play out in our lives, our choices, and hey, even in the flow of the global economy. So let's get right into it.
I mean, that's the big question, right? It sounds a little out there, but it gets right to the heart of what we're exploring today. We're going to break down a system that claims to do just that. And, it's not through magic, but through this incredibly rich, symbolic language of energy, of elements, and how they're constantly interacting with each other.
So this system is called Myungri. The best way to think of it is kind of like a cosmic weather report. It takes a specific moment in time, could be your birthday, could be just today, and it creates this super detailed chart of its natural energies. You might have also heard it called Korean Saju or the Four Pillars of Destiny. It's all the same idea.
Okay, so to see how this actually works in practice, we're going to get super specific. We're going to analyze one single day, April 3rd, 2026. By looking at the quote-unquote four pillars of this date, that's the year, the month, the day, and the hour, Myungri gives us a blueprint of all its potential.
And here it is. This is that blueprint. Now, I know at first glance it might look a little intimidating, but seriously, think of it more like a treasure map. Every one of those characters represents a different element or a different kind of energy, and where they're placed tells a story about the day's dynamics. We're going to decode this map together, piece by piece.
So what's the headline for this day? What's the main theme? Well, according to the analysis, it is all about flashing ideas and fierce competition. So what does that mean? It suggests it's a time for brilliant, sudden innovation, but also a time where everybody is fighting for the same goal. The takeaway? You got to act fast on your best ideas, but be ready for a crowd.
Every day has a main character, a core energy, that gives it a personality. For April 3rd, 2026, that character is Janghwa. People often compare it to a gentle candle fire, or maybe a lighthouse. It's all about warmth, focused thinking, and that sort of quiet inner flame of passion.
Now, let's talk about how these energies actually interact. In Myungri, there are really two main dynamics you got to know. First, you have synergy, or hop. That's when different forces come together in a really nice way. Think partnerships, agreements, mergers. But on the flip side, you have clash, or pa, and that's when energies collide, creating tension, sudden shakeups, and competition. This particular day, it's got a really complex mix of both, which makes it super dynamic and, honestly, pretty unpredictable.
So that's the general forecast for the day. But Myungri also gets personal. It offers a specific outlook based on your own unique energy blueprint, which all comes from the day you were born. So let's dig into what this day could mean for you personally.
To figure that out, the first thing you need to know is your day master. This is the core element that represents you, and it's all based on your exact birthday. Just think of it as your own personal energy signature. It's the key that unlocks your personal forecast for the day.
And finding your day master is actually really easy. You can just plug your birthday into any Saju calculator online, and it'll tell you. The result will be one of these 10 heavenly stems, which is just the technical name for your core energy. And as you can see, they all fall under one of the 5 elements we all know: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So let's see what the day holds for each of these groups.
All right, for all you wood day masters out there, today is all about turning your natural talents into cold, hard cash. Your skills in planning, speaking, and just creating stuff are totally amplified. It's a perfect day for a big presentation or a sales pitch. A hobby you love could even suddenly look like a real source of income. The key takeaway here is be busy, be productive, but before you sign anything, read that fine print twice.
Okay, if your core energy is fire, then today is all about people. For better and for worse. Teaming up with the right colleagues could be amazing. But remember, the day's energy is super competitive, so your best bet is to just stay in your lane, focus on your work, and avoid any drama or gossip. And here's the big one. Whatever you do, do not lend money or co-sign any loans today. Just don't. For my Earth group people, today is for deep thinking. Your brain is like a superpowered sponge. Your ability to concentrate is through the roof, which makes it an awesome day for studying, prepping for a test, or carefully going over an important contract before you sign it. You might even get a really great offer from a boss or a mentor. The only thing to watch out for is being too stubborn. Your focus is a superpower, just make sure you stay flexible.
Metal people, get ready. This is a big day for you. The energy brings what's called the weight of the crown. What that means is more responsibility, more pressure. Maybe a huge project lands on your desk, or a really tough problem that only you can solve comes up. Yeah, it's going to be stressful, no doubt. But the analysis is clear. If you can step up and handle it, the rewards, like respect, recognition, maybe even a promotion, are going to be huge.
And last but not least, the water group. For you, this day is like a quiet hunt for hidden treasure. It's a fantastic day for your finances. We're talking potential for a bonus, new clients, or just stable income flowing in. Your relationships can get a nice boost too. The only word of caution is for the guy water types, you might get a sudden itch to make a really risky investment. The advice is simple. Enjoy all the good financial vibes, but please, stick to the safe bets today.
Okay, now here's where it gets even more interesting. Myungray uses this exact same elemental language not just for people, but for huge systems, like the stock market and the flow of global capital. The energy of the day is seen as this invisible hand that nudges certain industries into the spotlight.
And this slide just shows the logic so perfectly. The same elements are just translated into a different arena. So for a person, wood energy might mean ideas and planning. For the market, that translates to things like intellectual property, biotech, or merger and acquisition paperwork. Fire, which is passion for a person, becomes the literal fire and energy of electronics and semiconductors. See how it works? It's all one consistent symbolic language.
So using that logic, which sectors are in the spotlight on April 3rd, 2026? Well, the analysis points to industries that are built on powerful, solid ideas. Think AI software and platform businesses, entertainment companies with strong IP, like movie franchises or game characters, and the pharmaceutical and biotech fields. The big insight here is that on a day with fierce competition, the market is going to favor real substance over just hype. Companies with actual patents and proven tech will have a serious edge.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. Is Myungray a tool for predicting some kind of fixed, unchangeable future? Or is it maybe better to see it as a really powerful symbolic language for describing the patterns, the probabilities, and the potentials that are always swirling around us in time itself? Whether you see it as a forecast or just a framework, it's a pretty fascinating lens for looking at our world.